Thank you. Personally, I do believe that there has to be equal level playing field for all actors, playing their role in the financial service ecosystem. And at the same time, we have to also be pragmatic in terms of understanding, the specific role and mandate that public banks are provided with. So we have to balance all these issues. Otherwise, yes, you are right that there has to be equal level playing field for all actors. And the questions that you raised with regard to delegating CBE to handle these public funds, as has been said by from the Ministry of Finance, it can be still presented for deliberation. The other thing is on the MFIs graduating and coming into a bank. Yeah, as you said, right now there are some few banks that are graduating and transforming themselves into a bank, and this has positive and negative sides. But personally, I do believe that the positive side is greater than the negative side in terms of enhancing the competitiveness of the banking sector, because there has some structural limitations within the banking sector. For example, 40% of the banking sector credit is provided to less than 1,000 credit borrowers. So this is the reality that we are in right now in terms of access to credit. But at the same time, the sector has provided loans to only 350,000 clients. With just the inclusion of one microfinance into a bank, now the banking borrowers number has surpassed 1.5 million. So what it means is that these borrowers, more than 1 million borrowers, have now the liberty to use additional banking service that they weren't used to while they were under the microfinance. So from that angle, there are positive things, but again, with regard to the type of regulation being adopted and with regard to creation of equal level playing field, this has to be a serious concern for all of us to reflect. On the issue of the human capital aspect, yes, this is a very critical challenge as we see ourselves, in terms of liberalizing the financial sector. So there has to be a concerted effort on different dimensions. It starts from, the banks themselves in terms of having clear human capital development strategy, in terms of pursuing effective succession planning, the kind of, practice that we are seeing in the banks is not good at the moment. So whenever, a specific CEO resigns from a bank, there is at the same time a panic being created as a bank. But that shouldn't be the way. It has to be the opposite. The banks have to worry, who should take the position among the different pools that you have developed through your succession planning. So this has to be the way forward. Otherwise, if the resignation of one CEO amounts to the creation of a panic in a bank, this is a pure sign of trouble in our banking system and as an institution. So for that, we have to work internally, and at the same time, we have to develop training institutions that can deliver various certification and education programs. So this kind of efforts will address the issue going forward. Thank you.